Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is a little late, but I have been asleep all day because my job is agony. And here we go. So this is a really funny game I wanted to show you between Emil Josef Diemer and Thomas Heiling at the Nuremberg Open in 1984, where Diemer basically plays 17 consecutive pawn moves in the opening and somehow wins the game. The biggest troll in chess, to be honest with you, at the professional level. Now, Diemer is not somebody you want to probably don't want to emulate. Both in his chess and his life, he was a member of the German Nazi Party and was an active member until the war. He actually continued to hold anti-Semitic feelings and Nazi views until his death in 1990. He was actually expelled from the German Chess Federation in 1953 for his hatred of homosexuality. And we are not going to go much farther because you don't want to emulate this guy, like, ever. He's a bad guy. He's just a bad person. So let's get started. By the way, if you want to work one-on-one, go to launchyourchess.com and I'll look at some games for you. Got a free 30-minute consultation. And maybe I'll see you there. Alright, so the game starts. D4, knight f6, f3. So already a really fun start to the game, basically weakening both diagonals from the king here. But the idea is that he wants to take over the entire center and not share any of it, and also get rid of these squares here for the knight. D6, E4, G6, G4. Already creating a pawn storm on the king's side of the fianchettoed king, and black is basically saying, I'm just going to put up a King's Indian defense and come at me. G7, G5. Very fighting words already from white. Knight F6, F4. And just look at this. Look at this. This is troll. This is just so funny. So many pawn moves. No getting knights out. No bishops. No castling. None of that crap. Only pawn moves. Only pawn moves only. Because everything else is overrated. He basically takes all the space. Cramped black for 17 moves, and black just kind of ignores white, and while white takes all the space. So maybe there's some better play here, but yeah, super unorthodox stuff. He was very known for playing unorthodox openings, and just having a fun time. So he's actually sacrificed a couple of pawns here for some open lines, trying to get more lines for his pieces. So queen h5, king f8, just preventing castling, and then now he's going to get all of his pieces out. And now is the true opening. This is now still the opening for white, right? He's now developing all of his pieces. He even sacrifices his queen here because he has a fork on e6, forking the king and the queen, which is quite cute. Capture, rook g3, and he sacrifices another exchange here. Now the rook can't get out, so they put white puts more pressure on the d6 pawn, just ignores this knight, says I don't need that knight, and he's going to basically use his minor pieces to create some difficulties for black. Finally, he castles on move 27 on the queen side. And then here, rook e1. So yeah, he's definitely still following all of the things you need to do to an attack. Just basically, if the king is not castled, he puts a rook on the open file, which is very good. King d7, knight here, and the idea is that if he captures, then bishop captures. This is the only move left, and this is pretty killer, I think. Or maybe, actually, no. He actually plays this, yeah. And this is going to be killer very soon, and black just resigns after that. Knight b5, knight e4, capture. Black, I don't think captured back because of this. I don't think this was very nice, or even, yeah, just not having a fun time, or this maybe. Yeah, and then you have pass pawns left and right. These guys will definitely outplay the rook, and the two bishops are very, very powerful. So black plays rook g1 to pin this. White says, okay, I want my material now. I'm not going to sacrifice more material. But black sacrifices material, but unfortunately that rook was black's only active piece, and now all of black's pieces are defensive, and white's are active. Rook here, planning rook g7 here, and then he takes the pawn. There's nothing really better for black, really. The idea of king c8 is to try to get his pieces out somehow. I don't. He also doesn't want to be subject to this garbage as well. So he's just getting out of the pin, and then in the end, black succumbs. Finally gets his rook out, but it's too late. White has a pass pawn, takes the piece, and sacrifices the rook. And white gets a queen. The game goes on for a couple more moves, but black resigns. So what a crazy game. So I'm going to leave this game on this position, because this is absurd. And 17 pawn moves in the opening by white equals a win. And this game is actually called the pawn mower, because he just takes all the space with the pawns, and that's basically it. So I'll leave you here. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.